Four friends, one dense emerald jungle. Excitement crackled in the humid air. They were finally living their adventurous dreams. The jungle welcomed them with open arms, a living, breathing entity. Giant trees, ancient sentinels, towered overhead. The air hung heavy, thick with the scent of damp earth and unknown flowers. They ventured deeper, the sunlight fading, replaced by a tapestry of shadows. They were entering a world unseen, unheard, a world of predators. The jungle grew quiet, too quiet. The usual symphony of nature had ceased, leaving an eerie stillness. The rustling leaves and chirping insects seemed to fade, as if the jungle itself was holding its breath. The silence was deafening, pressing against their eardrums, amplifying every heartbeat, every breath. The air, once invigorating, now felt heavy, suffocating, as if the very atmosphere had turned against them. They exchanged uneasy glances, their laughter from moments ago a distant memory, replaced by a growing sense of dread. The jungle was watching, they could feel it. Eyes unseen, lurking in the shadows, tracking their every move. Every rustle of leaves, every snapping twig sent shivers down their spines, a reminder of the unseen dangers. They pressed on, each step filled with trepidation, their senses heightened, alert to every sound, every movement. The jungle held its breath, a predator stalking its prey, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Sam, always the adventurous one, wandered ahead. His cheerful whistle, their beacon in the green maze, abruptly stopped. They called his name, their voices echoing through the silent trees. No response. Panic welled in their chests, constricting their throats. The jungle, once alluring, now felt like a trap. They searched, their hearts pounding against their ribs. Every shadow seemed to move. Every whisper of wind sounded like a cry for help. The jungle offered no answers, only silence. They stumbled upon Sam by a crumbling temple, his eyes wide with terror. He was shaking, pointing towards a figure shrouded in the shadows of the ancient stones. A chill ran down their spines. The figure turned, its eyes glowing with an eerie light. It was human-like, but something felt off, something ancient and evil. Sam screamed, scrambling back. The figure moved towards them, its form shifting, melting into the shadows. Terror, raw and primal, gripped their hearts. They ran blindly through the tangled undergrowth, adrenaline pumping through their veins, hearts pounding like war drums. Branches whipped at their faces, leaving stinging welts. Thorns tore at their clothes, shredding fabric and skin alike. The jungle floor seemed to reach up, trying to trip them, hold them back, roots and vines like grasping hands. The silence was gone, replaced by the sound of their own ragged breaths and the pounding of their pursuer, a constant reminder of the danger. They could hear it crashing through the undergrowth, relentless, getting closer with every heartbeat. The jungle was no longer a beautiful, exotic paradise, but a maze of terror and uncertainty. It was a hunting ground, and they were the prey. Every shadow a potential threat, every sound a harbinger of doom. They burst out of the jungle, gasping for air, their hearts pounding in their chests. The dense foliage had been their prison, and now, freedom was within their grasp. The setting sun painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, casting a surreal glow over their escape. Safe. They had made it. Shaking, they huddled together, their bodies trembling from the adrenaline and fear. They embraced, feeling the warmth of each other's presence, a stark contrast to the cold terror they had just fled. Their relief tainted by the horrifying memory of the jungle and the shadowy figure that had stalked them. The figure that seemed to blend with the darkness, always just a step behind. Later, huddled around a single flickering light, they tried to make sense of what had happened. The fire's glow was their only comfort in the encroaching night. They examined a photo taken earlier that day, hoping to find some clue, some explanation for the terror they had faced. A chill ran down their spines as they noticed something they hadn't seen before. In the background, peering from behind a giant tree, was a face. The face. The same one that had haunted their every step. The jungle had let them go, but its echo followed them, a haunting reminder of the terror they had faced. The misty, foreboding jungle seemed to whisper their names, a sinister promise that it was not yet done with them. They looked back at the jungle with haunted expressions, knowing that the terror was not just behind them, but a part of them now. The fear etched into their souls, a permanent scar from their brush with the unknown.